1 minute? Don't know about that. Let me just make sure we're all good on this.
Happy Friday. Fawn's back in the UK.
Strazza, are you here? You are here.
Fonz, what was your favorite part of Toronto?
I mean everything. I think
everything.
I know, but I will say that my favorite part was the last dinner we had the entire team.
Everybody keeps talking about this dinner. I wasn't at it. I hear it was fantastic.
It wasn't there, but it was really good. It was really good.
People keep telling me that like it changed their lives.
Bro, the Spanish food, some tapas, so it was so good.
And you guys didn't even go with my wine recommendations. What's the matter with you guys?
Well, the wine we ordered with Grand, it was really good. I don't know the name. I'm not a wine guy, but it was really, really good.
You should have had some Albarino, like I told you, and then a little Ribera del Duero, 100% Tempranillo. That would have been the move, but nobody listens to me.
No.
You'd figure by now somebody would listen to me.
All right.
Yeah. Next time.
All right. I'm sad that we missed it, but glad you had fun, Fonz. Let's start the show up. Let's bring on Strazza, and let's do this. Happy Friday. Steve,
you're back. What's up, Mr. Steve?
What's up?
Oh, you know.
How we doing?
How we doing?
How you having breakfast cannolis?
Nope. I have not had breakfast today, so consider this a morning fast.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am JC Parets. I am joined by Spencer Israel. We are here with the man, Mr. Steve Strazza, and this is the morning show. And we got a lot to cover here today. We got Louis Sykes in the house. Give us a like, comment in the chat, subscribe, hit the notification bell. The algorithms love it when you do that.
They do.
And
they love it.
They love it. They can't get enough of it. They just want more so bad, so bad, so bad. We have the highest close ever for the Russell 2000, going back all the way to like the dinosaurs. Even since like before the birth of Christ, small caps have never closed this high ever. What do you think about that?
It came on a huge outperformance day too, which is interesting.
Let's just dive right into it. You want to do state of the markets, and let's go because we got some great charts today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Dow, 46,570, up 50 points. S&P's up 10 handles. That's 6,700 for the S&P 500. Is this the highest that this has ever been, ever? For the S&P 500, the answer is yes. The S&P 500 has actually never been higher than it is right now. NASDAQ 100 also up 33 handles. NASDAQ 100 also has never been this high ever before in history, going back all the way to the dinosaurs. 30-year bond futures down 1/3%, 116.5. You got crude oil down 0.5%, right under 63. You got copper flat at 460. You got gold flat at just under 3,700. Silver up a smidge, 42 and change for silver with the VIX. Still hovering around 15.5, believe it or not, which is kind of impressive there for the VIX. Over in funny money land, you got Bitcoin down 900 points. That's 116,250 for Bitcoin, 116,250. You got Ethereum, 4,500 and change, down about 1.5%. You got the old Solana, 240, down 2.5%. And that brings the total crypto market cap, Mr. Spencer Israel, $4 trillion once again. $4 trillion once again, hovering right at those levels. How do we feel about this morning's futures?
Fine.
Yeah. I don't know if I feel any sort of way. If it's good, I feel good. I don't know.
I got something
I am
to say.
simply hoping Bitcoin ramps today. It helps out all the call options I have expiring on crypto stocks.
True. I got something to say. So we had Federal Reserve FOMC thing this week, right? And
Yeah.
you know, you get the knee jerk, and then the knee jerk to the knee jerk, and then the knee jerk to the knee jerk from after the knee jerk, right? So you got all that stuff. We've seen enough of
Yeah,
these over the years to understand how
my
it works.
knees are
Jerking it
hurting. Yeah,
in every which
My
direction.
knees hurt
now.
just thinking about it.
yeah.
So then, right. So then you get the close for the day wherever they settle. And then the next day is really where they settle, in my opinion, right? Like that's really the more important close, like after an FOMC, if you're, you know, if you want to know when it's kind of behind us, to me, it's not the day of, it's probably the next day. That was yesterday. Stocks resolved pretty well yesterday, right? You know, that's the bigger day. How do you feel about my my perspective there?
You just got to watch that action, right? You know, I've seen a 1-day reaction where I think back to October 2022, bullish engulfing is just so good. You don't need the next day, right? And then you see other days where it's a little shaky and messy, and they seem to have not really decided on how they feel about the cut. So it takes a couple days. I think by the close of the week, you know, it's almost always pretty much you know what happened there. But it could be 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. I think you're right. It's oftentimes 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah. It's usually not the day of. The following day, you tend to get some big moves, one direction or another. That direction was higher. Throw up slide two, not to bury the lead.
I mean, you got the small cap breakout on the day following the FOMC. I think the the reaction so far has been pretty damn good.
How do you feel about this, sir?
Yeah, there you go. How do you think I feel? It's about damn time, Smalls.
It's about damn time. Throw up how long it's been since a new all-time high for the Russell 2000, 969 days. Longest time ever that the Russell 2000 ETF IWM has gone without hitting a new all-time high. That just ended yesterday. Longest period ever without a new all-time high.
Wow.
Got a new all-time high yesterday.
Wow.
This was worse than the financial crisis, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is it the bigger the base, the lower in space? Strazza, what is the old saying?
Look, I'm excited about this theme.
Is it the bigger the base, the higher the crash? What is it? How does it go again?
You tend to get some of the nicest reaction legs out of big patterns like this. This is absolutely great. Small caps, I think, needed to have their time in the sun here, or it simply wouldn't make sense for this bull cycle to come and go without that, right? So I was talking to a friend yesterday, and I'm like, you kind of have to expect it, even though he's like, well, look at the data, it's still not that. I'm like, but it's just, you have to think it's coming if you go back and study cycles. So we're pretty damn close here, knocking on the door. Let's see if they can, stick this landing. And if so, JC, I think this is a good time to go through your portfolios and take a look at what your large or small cap exposure is. Because
I'm putting 2 trades on when the market opens. Both of them are in small caps.
this is a similar situation as growth versus value, right? US tech over everything else. People got used to just not being in small caps, just like they got used to not being in international stocks. Investors have to relearn these tough lessons, right? These secular trends that go for decades, you haven't needed small cap exposure for that long. You think maybe I might never need it again. That changes, right? And I think this is that moment where you want to increase that mix of smalls and mids in your portfolios.
How about the relative strength? Throw up slide 4 there. New 6-month highs for Russell 2000 relative to Russell 1000. So these are small caps versus large caps. New 6-month highs.
And when you zoom out,
look what's coming just below it. You don't think that blue line's going to follow?
Getting some real nice momentum. Like the 3 best single days of the year have all clustered in this ratio. So I like it. And when you zoom all the way out on the IWM, IWBJC, you see that? I love that. You go all the way back. This is the same place it bottomed back in 2001.
Yeah.
So cool to see. Literally like the same exact level. That chart symmetry.
Can you throw up that? That Economist magazine? We talked about this. Oh
boy, I was hoping you were gonna do this.
I'm surprised because you hate it when I do this. Right? Don't you hate it when I bring up magazine covers?
No, I have fun with this.
Should I get this one from my collection? Should I get this one from my collection when AI stocks just rip in their faces?
We gotta wait. We gotta see what happens first, right? We don't know how good it is yet.
And I'm going to say something. I honestly, I try not to be like a mean person, right? Like,
Oh, yeah?
you know me. Like, I gotta try to be a nice guy, right?
Yeah.
I want to help people. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But let me tell you something. These people are real pieces of shit. You know, you know, I'm, and you know me, I don't call people out. Like, it's not what I do. But this particular group, they're on another level of scumbacity. You know, they came out with an article last year talking about how nobody uses technical analysis and how technical analysis is not useful by professional investors.
That explains it. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
did, and it was trash articles, absolute
are
trash
you
journalism.
like
That's right.
criminally
He-
insane?
He doesn't forget. That was so
No.
long ago. What was
I
that,
even
six-
reached out to the
6 years ago?
journalist and offered to take her to the floor of the New York Stock Exchange and a dozen firms that manage hundreds of billions of dollars in assets and go one by one and show her exactly how they use technical analysis to show her how wrong she was, and she was not interested. She'd rather keep the narrative and the lie going. And so I don't forget, you guys are pieces of shit, and we've made a ton of money fading you again and again and again, and we're going to keep doing it. And I'm going to continue to be a nice guy to everybody else, but you guys suck. So I'm going to call you out for that.
Are you referring to this article? I just did a quick Google. It's from September 1st, 2022. Is that the one? The one that says why
No.
investors are reaching for the astrology of finance? Is that the one?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. The point is, I know. I know. You know. You guys know that I know.
Can't even read the damn article.
Which is why
Yeah.
I'm never mean to anybody, because I know. Now these are a different story. You got a bunch of, what do they call them? These are journalists parading around as economists. First of all, you want to fade the journalists. Second of all, you want to fade the economists. Now you're getting 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
So what's the trade?
I think you got to buy. I think you got to, I mean, we're doing it, right? But I think you got to lean into, so we're wondering, like, is this a bearish cover or a bullish cover?
Right.
And at first glance, it's like, oh my God, that's the top of AI. But then you look and it's like, well, what are they doing here? They're throwing dollar bills into the fireplace and lighting it on fire. That doesn't seem very bullish at all.
But that's so unlike them too, JC, to do a bearish AI write-up in the middle of like an AI-fueled bull cycle. They're typically on.
They say,
they're
what
pumping.
if the $3 trillion AI investment boom goes wrong? Even if the technology achieves its potential, plenty of people will lose their shirts. Nice. Perfect. You guys suck. And we're buying more AI stocks. Thank you very much.
The Economist is for snobs who like to sound smart. You said it, not us, Abe.
Who said it?
Yeah. Well, don't they publish like once a month anyway? It's not even a lot.
Nobody knows. Nobody really knows.
I'm going to be extra nice to everybody else just so that I feel better about being an asshole to these guys. You know? That good? Keep the balance, keep the equilibrium.
So
should I save my negative energy elsewhere?
I would save it. It. They're not worth it.
They're lying to people about technical analysis. That's like that's like an insult to me.
Yeah, but
I take that take me personally. Like, you can call me anything you want, but now you're lying to people about the value of technical analysis. Now you've gone too far. Too far. Am I wrong?
Yeah. No, you don't do that. You don't do that.
I was so nice to them. I'm like, listen, guys, I just want to make sure you know that this is just factually incorrect, and I'm happy to show you. I was so nice. They didn't give a shit, so fuck them.
So Donald Trump and President Xi are on the phone right now.
No, they're not.
What do you think they're talking about?
Are they on the phone right now? How do you know?
That's what they're saying.
Well,
8 o'clock. They had a phone call.
Does President Xi speak English?
Probably,
right?
Yeah, I'm sure they're talking about TikTok.
If
I was a betting man, I'd bet they're talking about TikTok.
They're probably not speaking different languages.
There needs to be I hope there's like a backup translator to make sure the translator's not just making shit up.
They're using,
you know what I mean?
They're using the new AirPods.
They have like a translator auditor.
Translate
automatically
to your ear.
What was the stupid movie with the James Franco and he went with the
The Dictator? Yeah, that wasn't that good. That wasn't that good.
It wasn't called The Dictator, was it? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the one. Yeah. They banned that out
North
there,
Korea.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right. It was
Stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the
I saw it. It
quantum
was pretty
stocks?
stupid.
Well, how about the quantum stocks? Does anybody care yet?
Throw up slide. Well, I got a few. So first of all, let's go and throw in the quantum stocks there on slide 8, Fonz, if you can. But I got a few of these small caps. Look at this open door, absolutely ripping. A third of the float is short.
Did Drake buy it yet?
Drake is like touring in Asia or in Europe, I think. Yeah,
So he
He's
don't-
on the phone
okay.
with she and
he's on.
Rob-
It's a three-way. It's a three-way phone call. Double
Rob
dot.
Schneider is
Double line.
so
We used
in.
to call that double line. Are you guys too young to remember that? We used to call it double line.
Yeah, sorry, we don't know what that is.
Wow. Open door technology, 26% of it's 33. It's actually higher. But nevertheless, look at that support. Look at that support there from July. Actually, it's 26. Look at that support from July turning into resistance in 22, and now we're back. That's trouble, ain't it?
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's hard to know what to do with something that looks like this. You know, we were talking about like not having any edge in a tactical trend yesterday. There's a great example. I mean, anybody's guess is as good as mine where this one goes next.
Dude, these shorts got destroyed. And you want to know something? They were increasing their short positions a few weeks ago at the fastest rate of any stock in the stock market. You know that? Because we calculate that sort of thing. And on an absolute basis and on a market cap adjusted basis, both the highest increase in short interest of any stock in the world.
This one right now?
Like a month ago, a few weeks ago. Yep.
I feel like that makes sense. I feel like,
They got destroyed.
If this is what you like to do, right? If this is the game you like to play, not for me, probably short the hell out of this right here. I mean,
So that's the trade. But I mean, this thing could gap up higher in your face. Like I wouldn't short it. But if if you want to be short, this is where you short it, right?
Is this a real business though? Like what about the actual, like I have some realtor buddies, I asked about it, and the answer I keep getting is nobody's gonna fucking buy a house online. That's stupid. Right? Like you have to go see the home. Like these guys are like think that people want to buy a home with like a virtual tour. Isn't that a problem? Seems like that could be a problem long term for this kind of a stock.
Full disclosure, I put an offer on a house and we never before we ever saw it.
No, you didn't. That would be asinine, and you live an hour away, so there'd be no reason to do something so
I know,
stupid.
but we were in Avalon. We were down at the beach.
Well, I'm sure you looked at the house and had your 30 days, right, to renege.
All I'm saying is we put an offer on a house, true story, not like a couple months ago.
It's
offer
not
on a house, true story.
I don't know what your situation was, but that's not good policy for most people, right?
I'm just telling you. This is God's honest truth. I'm not making this up. This just happened. Then I went to go see it by myself.
Yeah.
And it was nice. And Morgan didn't see it for like another couple weeks. I swear.
I'm sure that you guys looked at the house in person and actually hired someone to inspect the home, right? Before you finalize that deal. That's how it works.
That is true.
Okay.
So what you're saying is that people are doing the whole transaction without even those other parts that you just added.
They're not going physically, is what I'm sure an inspector is, but people.
I made it there eventually.
They're just like buying them. Isn't that what this company is? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Space and exploration stocks.
I'm just saying. I think you're being too much of a. I think you're being a little too much of like an angry old man now. I think that there's gonna be a world where people buy real estate without even looking at it.
No one's gonna do what you're.
They are gonna do. You sound like one of those people. Like nobody's gonna use the credit card on the internet. Like you sound like one of those people. I'm telling you right now, we might be too early. It might be too early to your point, maybe. But you're telling me that there's gonna come a time where people aren't day trading houses? Come on.
No, it's definitely not.
Day trading houses on the blockchain chain. Guaranteed. This is a PG personal guarantee. There will come a time where there are going to be people day trading real estate on the blockchain chain, and they're probably going to be trading like like land, and like they're probably going to be day trading projects that haven't even started yet. Watch, personal guarantee. You heard it here first.
I don't know, man, because think of all of the shit you got to do when you buy a house with town hall, right? And like all the local filings and this and that. Like good luck blockchaining the government. Good luck.
One day.
Like, good
We're
luck.
early. I already told you we're early.
Elon
Gotta
Musk
happen.
tried. Just
God,
saying.
God forbid mortgage
I'd
rates
get in
ever
there.
get below like 5% again, then maybe that'll be the time.
Tell him, Spencer. Tell him.
But it is definitely not the time for that now. Okay, before we bring on Louis, before we bring on
homes on the blockchain chain.
I don't know.
we
Cool.
have Kenny and Louis in the house. Before we bring either of them on, let's make sure we covered some of the big things. So Steve mentioned that Xi and Trump were talking this morning. There may be some headlines about that throughout the day. FedEx report better than expected. Honestly, it's only up about 1%.
Did they bomb?
Right?
As expected?
No, they did not bomb. They did not bomb.
Because there's a coil here. Yeah, okay. I mean, this stock, the expectations for UPS and FedEx at this point for these two businesses, it can't get much worse. So I'm really interested in both of these.
So I had that this morning. What else or last night? What else did we have this morning? There was a headline out of like the SEC is clearing the way for even more crypto exchange traded products. So we're gonna get some more of that stuff, which is always fun. What do we have this morning that jumps out to me? We had the NAR, which is down a little bit this morning on their earnings report. Not super interesting.
They got problems. They got this.
There was this headline yesterday with CDLX, which is a small company below your line, but it's up big yesterday, up bigger this morning as well. Amex, CD card, it's Cardlytics. They do like they're a technology backend for like credit card rewards and stuff. And Amex had some news yesterday that they're raising they're raising the fee on their main rewards card and doing some other reward stuff, and that was the reason why CDLX had a big day, and it's up again this morning. That's actually at the top of my list today is CDLX.
Well, they're just about pricing this thing for bankruptcy, right? At this point, so it don't take much.
Yeah.
Right. So Cardlytics was, and this was a darling last cycle, it is down 99.5% at its lows, like just a week ago. So this one is being priced by the market as if it's gonna go away. So yeah,
shares were halted yesterday, and the upside, it's I would imagine it's got a somewhat mildly significant short interest, but I don't know off the top of my head. Haven't looked.
Really interesting. Really interesting what Mackie was saying about these Meta glasses yesterday.
Did you see Zuck screwed up the demo?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Actually,
he did like a live demo and it wouldn't work.
I will admit, I tried to watch it and I physically couldn't. It was just too cringy. I got up to
he's
the point.
Like already awkward, obviously.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
The thing couldn't work, and he's doing a live demo, and it was just. I mean,
I had to bail.
Like watching an episode of The Office.
I had to jump ship right away. I jumped ship. I was like, I can't watch this.
It was like a Larry David episode. Imagine like Larry David, like you know what I mean. It was kind of like that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Spencer's right. It was a little cringy.
I couldn't do it.
Don't you want to get these though?
Like watching. I felt bad for the guy. I mean, he's like one of the richest people ever. I felt bad for him.
Yeah, Steve.
Don't feel bad for him.
Steve, this is the new version.
I kind of don't, but a little bit I did.
Steve,
are you guys gonna get these? Yes or no? Like, is this a toy to play with?
There was 4 people who had them at the Portfolio Accelerator. 4 people.
I want the Meta Ray-Bans. Probably sunglasses.
Brad and his wife. Also Stosh and one more.
Stosh has them? No kidding.
And one more person. There was 4 pairs. They were passing them around. You didn't put them on?
Yeah, I wore them.
I wore them.
Oh, so cool.
So
man.
what was it like? God damn it. Really?
They're just kind of like glasses. You can't even see the speakers. Like you can't see any. You would just think they were regular glasses.
It was so cool, dude.
Jeff was saying you could look at something and ask a question and answers based on what you're looking at. That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah. It was so cool.
Yeah, watch
do they make them in Oakleys though? I'm an Oakleys only kind of guy. They don't make the Oakleys? They should. No.
Yeah, they got Oakleys now too.
Same company.
Spencer didn't make it that far into the.
All right.
They're going to have all of them eventually because
they basically do. They
own like, yeah. All right, great. I think this is a super cool trend.
I'm just if somebody's talking to me and they got one of these fucking things on, like, do I trust that person? Like, I don't know. It's a little weird.
You could just be like recording people without them knowing and shit, right?
I don't like that.
This is a funky world we're walking into, guys. This is going to be a blast.
I'm not into it.
Yeah, it's great. It is weird. But
I'm gonna get the glasses. I think
Like they're cool, but like I would take them off like if I was actually like talking with somebody. I don't know.
I hate having glasses on my face. Like I choose to just see blurry all day instead of wearing glasses because
I
I
hear
just
You
you.
used
hate
to
them
wear
that
glasses in your younger days.
Yeah, I still need them. I just bought bigger screens.
Look at Spencer.
Yeah.
All right, who we bringing on? Let's go. Bring on Kenny, and then we'll bring on Louis.
Let's bring on Kenny. I hope this is the right button. I can't really see.
It's been a long time coming. They ain't cuffing my clock, they tugging. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Hold up. Yeah.
Mr. Kenny Glick, sir, how are you?
What up, home slice?
You know, everything.
Hey, look at that. Yeah, weekend started already, everybody. Let's
By the
go.
way, I appreciated you coming on this week with ball and chains, you know. And what is it? Short selling is short-lived, and you're gonna die.
Short and you're short-lived, and you're gonna die. Yes.
And you nailed it, right? Stocks have obviously done really, really well. New all-time highs for the Russell 2000. I'm really interested in your thoughts on any small caps out of curiosity that are acting well. But talk to me. What are you seeing? FedEx, huh?
I'm seeing the trade that we haven't. Listen, I know you guys think I joke around a lot. This thing I don't joke around about. This is now going on 3 years. Not one has not produced a winning trade. 3 years in a row. It's a 1,102 now in a row. This is a very specific setup. Give me a stock that's gapped up on earnings. And this is what's really awesome about this trade. Last night, you see this green candle? You had this weird anomaly candle. Boom. And then it was like, you think nothing of it, right? But last night on the schmooze, I said, listen, if we break the bottom of the pivot of the candle from last night, we will go say hello to that price because that's how the market.
Those fat finger levels, you talk about it all the time. Like
It's
this
the
is not
matrix.
the first time you said that. You said it all the time. And this is just another example of the random fat fingers come into play in the future.
Absolutely. And again, you don't, this is exactly why this setup is so awesome because I didn't think it was going to happen today. I was super bullish FedEx. I thought we were going to have a little pullback and then start ripping higher, which could be the case for later. But right now, it is working out exactly like we talked about last night. Breaks the VWAP, breaks prior day VWAP, goes to that weird print. And then what's even more crazy is that right underneath there was the pivot point from the lows, and we said hello to that price also, and that's where you got the faux show. So now the easy short is over. So now I'm looking to see if it gets back down there, does the faux show bro, convinces the shorts that they're onto something. Shorting is short-lived, and they're going to die, and we're going to wind up buying this stock. So again, that's what's great about this market. If you miss one direction, chances are you get it back on the other side. So I'll be looking for FedEx for a possible buy down at these levels. We'll see what happens at the open. But so far, payday already on the short. Weekend could start for most of us, depending if you want to sit in the chat room for the next 8 hours, which I do.
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much action now. I mean, just looking over the quantum stocks. Does anybody think they're going to be red today? We don't go down. I mean, I've never experienced, I mean, after the guys who haven't experienced RGTX, do it and make sure you have a couple of cocktails before it because it's like trading on crack. This is rigatoni, basically. This is just last week. This thing broke out. The stock was 18, 19 bucks. This is the leveraged version of it. It was $50. It went to 120 in 5 days. So they keep inventing these products, and it's like as if they're saying, here, day traders, here's some more crack. Go to work. I mean, it's just absolutely insane, these quantum stocks. And this is RGTX. You know, again, also shout out again to Strazza with the RGTX option, the Baidu options, you know,
Defiance
unbelievable.
2X.
Yeah, this is just absolutely insane. And it seems like they're just inventing them every week. And speaking of inventing, there's a company that does this treasury idea every day now. BREA was the one from yesterday. And it's still in play today. The stock went from 6 to 52. And now we just got a little faux show bro action in it. And it's kind of near the high.
For the people in the back, it went from 6 to 52.
Yesterday. Yeah. But now, again, if they don't want to die, they remain a buy. There you go. I rhymed
I
everything.
like that. If they don't want to die, they remain a buy. I like that. And
That's
you know,
right.
getting back to your earlier point about they're just inventing shit for people to trade.
Yeah.
Yes, that actually is exactly what they're doing. They're saying, what do the degenerates want now? Let's build them that. And
Yes.
in some cases, the degenerates don't even know what they want. So let's build it and tell them that this is what they need. And, you know, like, good for them.
Yes.
You know, like, I'm not always like Mr. like go Wall Street, fuck the little man or something like that. I'm not really that guy. But in this case, good for them. They
Right.
got these degenerates that are just YOLOing left and right. Give them more things to YOLO.
Oh yeah, especially I mean when weekly options. That's how the schmooze was born. Weekly options. I was like, wow, this is exciting. Now we got option expiration every Friday. Now we have option expiration every day, which is phenomenal on the Qs. Yeah, just keep inventing stuff, and we'll be able to trade it because it really, when it comes down to the same thing, if you once you know price action, you could trade anything you want. So it's fantastic. Invent away, oh market. So that's where we're at.
What is your favorite small cap stock in the world? Is it the rigatoni?
Mobilecom, of course. MOB, Israeli drones. We're in from 250. Sold a bunch of it at 5 and 750. Now we're at all-time highs again at 845.
Israeli aerospace.
Or this
Wow.
actually my favorite right now is the V-Wave because we haven't exploded to the upside yet.
V-Wave? V-Wave.
V-Wave, yeah. We're right there on the cusp of all-time highs. This is
What's
a
the
very
ticker symbol?
VWAV. That one, and the options are dirt cheap. I don't understand. We're in the December 12s for like
more aerospace and defense, huh?
That's where
I'm
I'm at.
liking this.
That's where
Kenny, how do you find these junky? And I mean that that's a compliment, by the way. Yeah.
Well, what happens is they all start as pump and dumps. They all start as,
Yeah.
hey, what's this worthless piece of garbage? And then
Yeah.
and then they validate themselves like Mob. When they don't want to die, they remain a buy. Mob I was familiar with 3 years ago when I traded it coming off the trash heap at 50 cents. I'm also familiar with Israeli drone stocks and Israeli defense stocks like SPCB. A lot of people forgot about that one. That was a 2-cent stock and went to $20. Just when they qualify themselves, and then I keep them around, and next thing you know, they become a real boy. Just like this open trade, we were hip to the open squeeze before everybody was talking about it. Just same thing with rigatoni. A lot of these quantum stocks were just junky pump and dumps 3 years ago. So when they come back, that's what makes them exciting because the shorts are still in there, still waiting for them to roll over. And when they don't roll over, you get these 5-10x trades. And that's all I've been doing for the last 2 years is finding these stocks coming out of the Andy Dufresne pattern, and they're just running, So, and if you don't know what Andy Dufresne is, come to the website. I'll show you.
Dude, we called you out. There was an Andy Dufresne. What was the stock that there was a
Oh,
classic
gosh.
Andy Dufresne at the portfolio?
Yeah, it was on day one, but I don't
It was
remember
on the
what.
first day. I was like, "There's the Andy Dufresne."
Well, one of the OG Andy Dufresnes is doing what it was supposed to be doing, and it's Rambus, friends. Is anybody still in the Rambus with us? Come on. 27-year Andy Dufresne. Let me show it to you before I go. You guys know Rambus, right?
He's the only person I know who trades this stock, and I love you. I love you for it.
This is going to be dwarf everybody's because nobody realizes the stock is around. I don't know why I can't get my chart up here, but let me try to get it on a monthly to show it to you. You won't really get the full picture here, but this thing went dormant for a decade. And when it came out of that pattern, that's this extended VWAP. That was a 10-year VWAP. So basically, Andy Dufresne for 10 years. And when it came out, it ripped and we did very well. That's where we were hoping it gets. Now you are finally, after 2 years of consolidation and another faux show, bro, you broke out. This thing is only 20 points away from all-time highs. I'm talking about 1999 highs. It's back. And when this thing breaks 127, it's going. And it's going to go to 250. Loving the Rambus. If you guys are still in it, I'm proud of you.
Throw up slide 2. Before Kenny hops, throw up slide 2. Just I want to give the folks some perspective. Kenny's got resistance going back to his days in the 90s, day trading down in the financial district. So here what we're looking at is this is a linear scale chart of Rambus to really,
Nice.
You could really see the Andy Dufresne down stuck in the muck, right? Kenny stuck in the muck.
Yeah.
You really see that Andy Dufresne throughout the 2000s and the 2010s, and now Rambus, believe it or not, Kenny, I don't know if you realize this, on pace, granted we still have a couple of weeks left in the month, If the month closed right now, it would be the highest monthly close in the history of Rambus shares. And throw the next slide up there just so you can see the logarithmic scale. So you're not able to see the Andy Dufresne as well when you look at it logarithmically, but it does give you some better perspective as to what some of the potential upside could be if, this massive 25-year base actually completes. And honestly, all these others have been completing. Look at all these others. So many of them have been completing.
Absolutely.
Why not Rambus?
And and the thing, that's what's the crazy part, and that's where it sounds like you're psychotically bullish, which you got to be right now in this market, because when they do break those new highs, that's when the new breakout happens. Like when somebody said, "How could you still be buying RGTI up here?" What are you talking about? The stock just consolidated for a year. That parabolic move was last year. You basically sat and consolidated that entire move for a year. It just broke out. You got to get involved, especially in this market where you're breaking out and stocks attacking on another 100%. That's why I'm thinking when this thing gets to all-time highs, you're going to 180. And then next thing you know, you'll be looking at $250 stock, and they'll be like, hey, what's Rambus? And that's why this is one of my favorite stocks, and it's still a sleeper pick. I wish the options were a little bit more liquid, but Rambus, baby, finally. So next is Blockbuster. We're going to resurrect Blockbuster. So
nice, dude.
Yeah. It's the only stock left that hasn't gone up. It's still out there, right?
Is it? Is there like a penny stock somewhere? Because
somewhere, yeah.
Lehman Brothers was up there for a while too.
Yeah, I'm looking for Lucent also. Somewhere's in there. I don't know what happened to Lucent. I'm looking for.
Dude, Lehman Brothers penny stock was out there for a while.
Right. Yeah.
Bear wasn't, because Bear got acquired. Lehman just filed for bankruptcy.
They're in there. But listen, we were talking about seasonality with Hirsch, and super bullish. If we get past Rosh Hashanah to Yom Kippur seasonal weakness, it just means more bullishness for October, November, December, which I'm thinking that's going to happen. If we don't have a sell-off on Monday or Tuesday, when are we going to sell off?
I was telling Spencer, I'm much more into the buying Yom Kippur than I am selling the Rosh Hashanah.
I hear you, and I like your pronunciation.
Was that
yes
good for a Gentile? Not bad for a Gentile.
It was like a solid B. It was like a B. It was like a B.
I went to Catholic school from the age of 4 to 22, and let me tell you something.
Yeah, sorry.
A lot of that education was studying Judaism.
Right.
Sure.
The chosen people. Right. So they.
I mean,
right.
Jesus was the
Thanks,
Jew.
Kenny.
Jesus was the greatest Jew ever, right? Is that right? No.
Some say. All right.
Something like that.
We don't want to get into this conversation. See ya.
Something like that.
All right. Hey, let's take this conversation global. All right. We got Louis Sykes in the house coming to us.
Louis
back
Sykes in the house.
He's back in New Zealand. He's back. He came to the Western Hemisphere.
I would have stayed longer. Louis said he was going to go out to like Banff and like get out in the woods. What happened to that idea?
I don't know. Why don't
Let's
we ask
him?
him?
Yeah.
Got my fingers on the pulse, avocado and toast, leather seats, jet plane, always ready to go.
Lou Dog.
Going.
Back in New Zealand.
Back in New Zealand. I did the maths, and all up, time in the air, in airports, it was about 75 hours. So I just got back, and so I'm a little bit
it was
tired.
75-hour trip from New Zealand to Canada, back to New Zealand?
Yeah, that's the one.
75 hours door to door, back and forth.
Yep, eight flights, 75 hours. It was a long.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was just one of those trips. But like you said, should have made a longer trip out of it.
Yeah, sure. What were you thinking? You go all the way to the other side of the world, you hang out for a couple of days, you go all the way back.
I know. I was an idiot. So I'm definitely going to make a longer trip out of Utah. I think I'm just going to fly into California, go for a road trip, that sort of thing. So
yeah, that's probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea. Man, it would have been a good time to be in Canada too, September. Anyway, Louis, we're seeing small cap stocks breaking out to new all-time highs at the index level. Small cap technology, new all-time highs yesterday. Small cap industrials have already been making new all-time highs. Like, small caps are in my world. And, when you talk about crypto stocks, right? Because, this cycle, it's not just crypto and you got to trade on the old blockchain. Like, there are TradFi bros very much participating in the crypto market. You don't have to go to the blockchain. Plenty of things to do in TradFi. And what I have found is the majority of those things are in the small cap space, are they not? Whether it's nuclear energy or AI or crypto, like all of these crypto related themes, 90% fall within the small cap space.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when you get that rotation into small caps, you tend to get it into that emerging, that more speculative growth. It's obviously just screams crypto, and so any rotation like that is always going to benefit crypto. And you just look at the entire ecosystem. Pull up the chart that I sent you guys. The total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and ETH. I think this is one of the most bullish charts I've ever seen in my life, where it's been flat. It's been sideways for 4 years, and it just made all-time highs this week. I mean, tell me this is not one of the most
So this
bullish
is
charts you've ever seen in your
total
life.
3, correct?
Yeah.
It's a great chart, Louis. Seriously, this is a fantastic chart. So this is all of crypto, excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin, making new all-time highs, which to me speaks to broadening participation and expansion of breadth, more things going up in value. Do I have that right?
I mean, the fact as well that you've got your Twitter profile as a $20 million Takabu meme coin.
Wow, you caught that.
I mean, I was gonna say I was a little bit surprised. I'm looking at the chart, it's breaking down, but yeah, here you are, putting it as your profile picture.
Yeah, I'm trying to add a little support to the cause. I like how
I mean,
you called me
we've
out on that. Nobody's called me out. I just did it quietly. So if you're watching the
Yeah.
show, you could see Twitter profile, little PFP change. You know, new PFP. Who this? Who this?
I mean, we've all got that spirit of gambling within us, so I mean, that's one thing I can respect.
You know, it's Crypto Fridays. Live a little. You know,
Yeah.
live a little. You know, and it gets back to what we talk about a lot. You know, people would be making a lot more money if they were just having more fun, right?
Yeah, I would agree
Absolute
with that.
fun.
I mean, literally useless coin. It's a coin that is literally advertises just how worthless it is,
Yes.
and it's trading at $250 million market cap. Like that's like
Right.
the perfect meme.
But you have to be having fun to be able to enjoy that sort of thing. Getting back to the total crypto market cap, Lou, is this just a Solana story, or is this a Solana Binance story, basically, right?
No, because even then, you equally weight this. You equally weight the entire ecosystem. I showed that chart to you guys in Toronto. It's been
Also, this is
flat
not,
plus.
hold on, this is not total 3.
This is total 3. I'm
Okay.
talking about something else.
Okay.
If you equally weight this, it's the same story. It's been forming this base for the last 6 months. And now just think about this. We're in this raging bull market, like you said earlier in the conversation, small caps really beginning to break higher, and Bitcoin at all-time highs. Ethereum had that massive run, but yeah, the average cryptocurrency has been flat for the last 6 months. It's formed this really nice basing pattern, and it's only beginning to break out just now. I mean, that's just the epitome of a catch-up trade. It's the shape that's developed in this market is just so tremendously optimistic.
Man, this is really impressive. The value of crypto has really never been higher here. It's really, really interesting. This is a great chart, Louis. Nice work. You know, you very consistently put out, you know, some of the best charts. I mean, your presentation at the Portfolio Accelerator was fantastic.
Thank you.
Put a lot of thought into your charts. You do a nice job, Louis. You really do.
I mean, it's just like that cracker pepper onto a meal can just take it from good to excellent. I think it's the same with slides. It was a great compliment from Sean. He threw out his entire presentation, and he just talked about something completely spontaneous because
He's
of
like,
my
I can't
slide
follow up,
deck.
Louis, there. No, that's really funny. All right, what else? What else is on your mind? Like, what are we buying here? I got money to put to work.
I mean, let's throw up a chart of Avalanche. I'm not sure if I've sent you guys a chart of Avalanche, but again, like you can remove the names of any of these charts, but I urge you guys just to pull up a chart of Avalanche. Ticker symbol AVAX. And even if you didn't know this was a cryptocurrency, if you thought this was some energy stock or a technology stock, and you were looking at a chart of that, you'll be buying that sort of base every day of the week. And that's precisely the pattern we've been buying this entire bull market. And it's just continued to work for us. And so I think it's going to continue to work, particularly as we're starting to see this rotation into small caps as well. And then you're also just seeing a lot of these catch-up trades beginning to emerge. Marathon Digital, that one was up really nicely this week. And then again, so this is the Avalanche chart. Tell me you wouldn't be buying a chart like this. So this is basically what the average crypto ecosystem looks like, what I was talking about earlier, flat for 6 months, form this really nice basing pattern and breaking out. With this, at Bitcoin at all-time highs, that's just a classic catch-up trade.
What's the market cap right now?
I think it's about
10,
13,
12?
12, 13 billion dollars. So again, these things are tiny, right? 12 or 13 billion in the grand scheme of things is really nothing. I think this one doubles in the coming months.
Right now, it is the 13th largest cryptocurrency in the world with a total market capitalization of $14.3 billion.
How about that?
Throw up the meta chart, the Mara chart. So when did they change their name from Marathon to Mara Holdings?
That's a great question. And then again, it's just in line with this whole strategy that they're doing with the corporate treasury. These guys are the second largest
August
Bitcoin treasury
29th of
behind.
last year. August of last year. So a year ago, a little over a year ago.
So the second largest Bitcoin treasury behind MicroStrategy. And so these guys very, very dependent or very trading in line with a lot of these Bitcoin treasury companies. This chart's a few days old, so it's been holding
The
this
stock's
anchored VWAP.
basically flat. The stock's flat since they changed their name, in case anybody's
Yeah.
wondering.
That's hilarious. But look, I think a lot of these old school Bitcoin miners, again, they're going to have their day in the sunshine. And I think it's likely coming soon because think about it. At the late stages of a bull market, you get that Bitcoin price really moving higher, but their costs are generally fixed, right? Because their cost is just energy, the factories or the centers to mine Bitcoin. So whenever Bitcoin moves higher at the end of the cycle, any additional price rise in Bitcoin itself basically flows directly down to their bottom line. And so that's why you tend to see a lot of these old school Bitcoin miners, they really begin to take off in the late stages of bull runs. So if you get that Bitcoin move to 155, which I think is coming by the first quarter of 2026, stuff like Marathon is really well positioned in that sort of environment.
But it's nowhere near as good as like an IREN or the Cypher, right?
Yep, exactly. And so, again, the story there, artificial intelligence, that's why investors have been repricing those stocks. I've been putting a whole bunch of research on that and talked about that in Toronto. So a lot of these companies pivoting to artificial intelligence, those are the ones that the market has rewarded just over these last few months.
I like it, Louis. I like it, Louis. AVAX. Anything on the meme side? We had some great conversations about meme coins over in Toronto. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's just really important. I was saying this to Jason because Jason is really in the trenches with these meme coins, and it's not often that he's in a room full of people who one never really buy or trade meme coins or don't even really care about meme coins. And a lot of people just say, okay, well, this stuff has got no value. It's just attention. And I think that's exactly the point, right? Is that these are markets where you throw out a lot of these traditional metrics that we all know and rely on. Intrinsic value, what is that in the meme coin space? It's not really existent. And you think about how that applies to the meme coin space, and then you also think about how that applies to other markets around the world. Now, sure, obviously valuations, fundamentals, they obviously matter, but as technical traders, ultimately we're here to pay attention to human psychology, to behavior, to positioning, and a lot of that just has to do with attention flows, and those same attention flows drive the meme coin market. So I think it's just that mental model of how you're thinking about meme coins can really be applicable to other markets around the world. So I think that's really the key point, right? Where I think he also showed a chart of like these 8-year-olds. These 8-year-olds are creating meme coins with their friends, and it's just crazy to think that this is what a lot of these young kids are going to be doing nowadays. Is instead of just going out there and just sharing memes and just talking about and sharing jokes, they're also going to have a little bit of a hustle and try to profit from it. And so again, there's a lot of these different factors that are moving really fast. And I think we ought to just be open to the different, should I say, mental characteristics of this market. It's really foreign, it's really wild, but I think just having a little bit of open-mindedness to it, and then just having a bit of fun, having a bit of fun with it.
Why don't people like to have any fun, Louis? Do we
That's
have
a
too much
fantastic
fun, or
question.
do we have the right amount of fun?
I think Toronto was bloody awesome. I gotta say, it was such a great city. Just from the very small amount that I saw, just everybody was friendly. It was clean. We had a great time. A lot of great food. Every time we come to these events, like incredible food.
Yeah,
Um,
that's kind of like that's how I'm gonna just roll in life. You know, if we're gonna eat, we might as well eat well.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly. And so,
is that so bad? Like, if we're gonna have dinner, it might as well be delicious.
exactly. That's the philosophy I live my life by.
That's
You
right.
know, I just got back to New Zealand this morning, so I'm just gonna spend the weekend just in the kitchen, just making a whole bunch of good demi glazes and stocks and a big Sunday braise. I mean, I wouldn't want to live life any
What are you
different.
braising? You got some lamb shanks in there or something? What are you doing?
I just kept it simple. Kept it simple this week. Just some beef chuck. I've got it dry brining in the fridge right now overnight, and so
You
it'll be
got a
lovely.
what brining? Oh, you have it dry brining.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at you. I didn't know that you got down like that, Lou.
You know, I'm trying to learn how to cook, starting with French cuisine first, just all the techniques and just mastering my
It's a
stock. I
good
gotta
place
say,
to start.
JC,
Good place to start.
my
Listen,
my
whatever in
my, my
doubt,
chicken
just
stock I have perfected, and so
really.
again, that's the foundation to a lot of these sources. You know, you can go look at Escoffier's 5 foundational sources to French cooking. So just trying to master those first, and then we'll branch off from there.
Dude, just whatever in doubt, just throw some shallots and some olive oil and garlic, and you're good. Whatever happens after that, it's not going to be too bad.
You're not wrong there. You're not wrong.
Yeah. All right, Louis. Thank you, my man. Good time this week in Toronto.
All right. Cheers, JC.
Adios. Louis Sykes. He had the best charts. They were like Nintendo chart. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, he had the best. It was a Super Nintendo theme or just regular Nintendo. I don't know, themed presentation. And he
Amazing.
raises the bar every time. He has a different theme. The one I was not at New Orleans, but in New York, his theme was like old school Windows, I want to say, if memory serves. It was like a retro. Hey, no, it was really good. He has the best design of anyone. It was so good, as he said. Sean scrapped his whole presentation. That's how good it was. Anyway, if you want to see Louis' presentation, you can watch the replay of his whole thing and see his charts if you are a part of the Portfolio Accelerator program. If you're not, you need to apply. I will drop that on the screen right now.
Yeah, Louis wins best slides. Throw up, speaking of great charts, throw up this small cap perf chart. What say you? Year-to-date performance. Small cap farms.
So we got small
All
cap
around the world.
China up 56%, small cap Brazil 55%. What's that XSC?
And you know, nobody likes
Is that
Brazil.
Canadian small
Nobody
cap?
wants Brazil. Everybody's like, oh, Brazil doesn't look that good. This looks pretty good to me. This
Small
has
cap
been
Japan.
pretty good.
It's a fantastic chart right there, sir. Fantastic chart, Strazza.
But it's an important story, right? You got
Yeah, no,
options.
it's the U.S. small caps that suck. They suck
Yeah.
again.
And then again, just like we were saying at the top of the show, JC, like you have to really expect small caps to start working, right? Well, look at this. They're working all around the world. They're not going to work in the US. Of course they are. This is called broadening participation. Love to see it.
Damn. Small
US is
cap.
the laggard in this case, right?
Yep.
That's something new. That's something different. You put this chart up on a large cap basis over any time frame, it's like US is up top, right? When we do the small caps and you look around the world, it's really, really fascinating that the rest of the world is kicking US's ass.
Well, the rest of the world's kicking US's ass in the large caps too this year.
Is it that bad? It's not this egregious. It ain't like this. It ain't 50 percentage points of outperformance China over US.
In some cases, maybe not that, and maybe not China, U.S., but there's some big winners this year. You know it. Shout out Vietnam. Shout out to the Dong.
Brazil is whooping us out here.
Big Dong move.
How much of this is just currency effects?
A lot of it.
Yeah, I mean the dollar got fucking.
The
The dollar's on pace for like the worst year ever or something, right?
Right.
And the question, Spencer, would be which one, right? Like countries with more volatile currencies are going to have a bigger currency effect. That's what you're seeing here with Brazil.
Shout out to the złoty, the Polish złoty.
Yeah. Great example.
Shout out to
of that.
Wumkies. Shout out to Pierogis. Shout out to Kielbasa.
I
get down with the Polish.
I like pierogies, man. Like I like them. I'll dip
You
them.
put sour cream on your pierogies?
Nope, I don't eat them because I like them with the cheese inside. I like the cheesy
you're
ones.
one of those.
I'm a big
Yeah,
cheese
all right.
guy.
You put bacon in it?
You could.
My
Some have
neighbor's
bacon in 'em.
nanny puts bacon in the cheese
Yeah.
and potatoes. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a baked potato in a dumpling.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Sign me up.
Yeah, the Polish are messing around. Nice.
Hey,
Cubans, I didn't grow up. There are no Polish people in Cuba. Like, it's just Cubans don't know nothing about pierogies. We eat empanadas. We don't know nothing about pierogies.
Hey, JC, what happened to the Dolphins?
I don't know. It's I got the Miami Hurricanes. Thank the Holy Lord. God, the Hurricanes look good. Big game against Florida. Big game against Florida tomorrow.
Can I tell you what happened?
So
On Sunday, last Sunday, when we were meeting in Toronto.
Yes.
We met at a sports bar, as you guys know, and I get there, and JC was there with a couple other people in our group, watching the Dolphins game, and he was so loud. And the bar itself, the bar was pretty quiet. And JC was like the loud American, and then there was like a big play at the end of the game. Something happened, I don't even know. And JC was like yelling on the TV, and I was like, "Oh God, he's so loud and obnoxious." When people are looking at us,
yeah, that's okay. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. We love that about you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Hey, you usually tell where JC is. Just his voice really carries.
That's right. Before we go,
I never hear the words JC. We can't hear you.
No, never a problem.
JC louder. I never hear those things.
Wait, Fonz, you want to pop in? We got Fonz here. Let's bring Fonz on before we wrap it up for the week. All right?
Yeah.
Oh, Fonz!
Hey, what's up, guys?
Dude, Fonz, good hanging out in Toronto this week. That was fun.
It was very fun. Yeah, Canada is amazing, man. And Toronto is a really good city.
Dude, it's great. I tell people all the time, I'm a big fan of Toronto. I'm a big fan of Canadians. Canada's awesome. We got to do Vancouver, dude. Vancouver is sick.
That will be amazing.
Vancouver is night and day from Toronto. It's great in a completely different way. Couldn't be more different than Toronto.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
No, but I like the city. It gave me some New York City vibes with all those, all those buildings, the banks there. So it was really good.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's exactly what it is. Good Asian eats there,
Yeah, no, all was great.
Got some sushi, got some Korean. I'm happy. I don't know what we're doing eating Italian food. We went all the way to Canada to eat Italian food.
Oh
it
my
was
God.
good.
Are you kidding me? The food was delicious. I don't
know.
It
was delicious, but I'm not trying. I wasn't
it.
trying to do that. Like, it was good, but like, I'm not going. I don't need to go to Canada to eat Italian food. I got plenty of Italians around me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to do that. I wanted more Asian food, but whatever. It was fine. The Italian food was delicious. It's all good. Fonz, best chart of the entire Portfolio Accelerator. What do you think?
The best chart. I mean, that table from Louis with the crypto miners was really interesting. I know we all agreed on that one. But also, I like that conversation with Grant and the composite cycle of 2026. I think that was really interesting as well. So I will go with that one.
You talking China? Are these your charts here?
Yeah, China. I mean, Steve just prepared, this chart. Small Chinese equities outperforming. And here is the ETF, right? Here is the ECNS, carving out. That's nice base. Price right now reclaiming the vigor from the all-time highs. The China trade has been in place for a couple of months now, right? Having pounded the table on these stocks, and the fact that even the most riskiest Chinese names and are outperforming and are looking this good, it always speaks about risk appetite in this space. So today I just wanted to show some of them that I really like. This is the tiger. This is I think this is the Robin Hood of China. This is a beautiful trend reversal pattern, and a common thing within Chinese equities, they have been lagging the entire cycle, but right now they are coming out of these big bases, coming out of these big rounding bottom formations, and new uptrend are underway. So this is a great example. As long as we are above that shallow former highs from early this year, unless like year in the tiger, I think the bias is to the upside. Again, the big one from the all-time highs just was reclaimed, now acting as support. The other one that I mentioned in Toronto was the VNET. Again, it looked exactly the same. We had that false move early this year, late last year, a hard retest, and now it's coming back to to the upside. And again, the VWAP from the all-time high is coming into play. And again, it's a nice combination of a short-term pattern exploding higher and nice structural trend reversal as well, resolving higher. So I really like these two things, China and small caps.
I love it. I think
what's the other one? There's a G. What's the one that starts with the G? GDS. What's the other one? The one that's like VNet.
Let me see.
It is GDS, I think.
GDS.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks good as well.
Yeah, GDS Holdings Limited.
There's so many stocks. And Futu is like the tiger.
Futu is like the tiger.
Futu is like the tiger. Right.
Yeah, that's a great chart.
So what would have to? So let's finish with this. What would China need to do for us to all be like, oh shit, we can't be in China? Like, what would need to happen? Because like we've been all over this for almost a year. Really, those momentum thrusts were September of last year. That was a year ago.
Yep.
Right. If you want to go back and get the date, but it was like the last week of September, right? Of last
year.
Yeah,
last week of September, early October.
That was a year ago. So here we are. This trade has worked out great. I mean, I'm just not seeing evidence that this is the end. It feels like it's just getting going.
No, participation is still broadening, right?
I think the key is in sentiment, to be honest. As long as sentiment remains that bearish, I think this trend has a lot of room to go.
They're going to come around. You're starting to see it. It's already dripping in to the cable networks, which a couple of us have been joking about privately. We hate to see.
They're talking about it on basic cable.
FXI was a final trade on your old show yesterday.
My old show? What old show?
I said, oh boy.
What old show?
Halftime.
What, on CNBC?
Mm-hmm.
Who cares?
I do. First time FXI's done a final trade.
When CNBC has it as the final trade, it's too late.
When they start talking about it, it's like, it's not too late. It's, they're going to chase these things. They're going to come and go. You have to be careful and comfortable with the volatility characteristics of the things that you own. Spencer and I talked about this on the show, a week or two ago. These stocks, when they do correct, and there will be corrective waves, right, throughout the course of this primary uptrend, say this primary uptrend is just beginning for something like BABA, you're going to correct 30%, right, throughout the course of this, probably at least. So just know that. It's probably an opportunity to add more.
It just happened. This just happened in BABA. We talked about this. We talked about this earlier. I guess it was a year ago, so it didn't just happen. But it feels like it just happened.
Thrust.
Yeah.
Right. Two really nasty corrections since we got that thrust reading already. There will be more, is what I'm saying, throughout the course of this uptrend. So just know what you own. China, always a wild ride.
I'm buying some memes.
Okay, can we throw up JC's new profile picture? Let's have this talk. So I thought that you owned crypto dick butts, but apparently there are also crypto dick faces.
No, these are not dick faces.
What are they? What is that? What is on?
This is the Tokabu. This is the
Oh,
spirit
it's a
of
Labubu
gambling.
doll.
You want to throw it up for people who
Yeah.
are not?
What is it though?
Where can I see that?
JC has new profile pictures. You didn't hear it? Big news.
I don't even know where we're looking. Where am I looking?
Here,
I'm surprised you changed it.
This is it.
You have
No.
very you have a known profile picture that's been that forever. I feel like.
It hasn't been that forever. Here, look, this the Tokabu guys.
Oh, that. Oh, okay. I see.
Okay.
That's right, Bill.
The Tokabu guys made me a profile picture with my right. So I just I appreciate the community. I just want to just pay an homage, to the fellas and the ladies.
Oh, this isn't an NFT?
This is not an NFT. This is
Okay.
this is the Tokabu, the spirit of gambling.
Okay. I don't understand the internet. It's cool though. It's a funny picture. So that's you. That's funny.
That's a Tokabu version of me.
Okay, let's be careful here. First of all, did everybody get their coin and MicroStrategy calls yesterday? Boy, I think these patterns are popping off here. Coin's taking back VWAP. David Tepper is not someone you fade. He's not.
Coinbase and what was
on
the other one?
network.
MicroStrategy.
Yeah, nice coils. But like JC, do you want to speak to this? I think we both have a tremendous amount of respect for David Tepper. He's not. You have to know who to kind of come on and listen to for one thing, and who kind of comes on and you want to listen for another thing. Tepper is not a fade, never a fade. I mean, this guy comes on the networks year in and year out, and it's like you just listen to whatever he says. When did he come on and say like buy everything? This is going to be an everything rally. That was like 2020 at the 2020 lows. This guy doesn't really miss. So when he says he's bullish China, I'm just more bullish, not less bullish. It's those other guys who talk about it, not Tepper.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't care what David Tepper's doing with his money.
I care so much.
You could care. I mean, I think Tepper's the man. Hung out with him a few times. Like I think he's the man. But like what he's doing is none of my business. What I'm doing is none of his business. He says he's doing things. He could be doing something completely different. He could say he's buying. He could change his mind tomorrow. He could say he's selling. He could change his mind tomorrow. It's his money. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't have to talk to anybody. I love that about him. Every year that he returned his monster returns, he would just give people back their money, and his own money became a larger and larger percentage of his hedge fund every single year until he eventually told everybody to go fuck off. God bless. So good. Good for him.
A lot of the best hedge fund managers like to pretty much have most of the funds be their funds. It's not uncommon for them to be well over 50%. Some of these guys.
Like you, for example, you, for all intents and purposes, manage a hedge fund for your own money. You don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have to answer to anybody.
Never would. No, it's bad. I think it's crazy running a hedge fund, to be completely honest, because people are insane and you have to deal with them. And that's sad and awful when you could just run your own money.
You're not wrong. Like the amount of aggravation and stuff, like having to deal with LPs and stuff like that, like you're not wrong.
We get asked this question pretty often, and it's a hard no for me, dog. So slated on coin calls yesterday, Billy Cunningham got in at 340, out at 20. Yeah, you did better than me. Fonz knows. You did better than me. We ran him for 5x yesterday, intraday. So that was pretty cool, but love to see that, man.
Great question from One Hole. Shout out to One Hole, bringing in the good questions, pushing back, not letting me get away with any shit, and I respect that. One Hole, why does JC follow Uncle Warren but not Tepper? Well, I'll give you an answer.
I don't think it
could be more different. If Uncle Warren's buying it, he ain't selling it the next day or the next week or the next month or the next year, and probably not even the next decade. Tepper could change his mind on the spot. So Tepper, they're very different types of investors. So if there's a filing that Warren Buffett is buying, like that, you could trust that. That's going to be around that's not going anywhere. Tepper literally can change his mind in a minute, often does, and can.
There's a lot of people who I don't pay attention to that I respect tremendously due to time frame issues like that. Some of these long short funds, Tepper's a primary trend guy.
Yeah.
He'll come in, he'll tell you he's bullish on China for the next couple of years. Like, you can follow him. He's very followable. I disagree with you.
He can change his mind in 2 seconds. Baker Bros is a hedge fund that I put more weight on what they're doing than I put weight on whatever Tepper's saying.
Because they're like super long term. So those are the good ones. Ackman, Baker Bros, Buffett, right? Because they're buying something and holding it.
And by the way, I'm not hating on Tepper at all. Quite the opposite. Tepper might be my favorite hedge fund manager of all time, as a matter of fact.
I think he's a great follow, though. I think he's a great follow. I think he's maybe the single best follow that I've
The
seen
dude
in
can
my
change
whole
his
career.
mind in 2 seconds. He manages nobody
Anyone
else's
can.
money. It's his own show. Good for him. You know, whatever. I don't put a lot of weight into it. It's just me. You know, I don't.
Go check his track record when he comes on and says something.
No,
It
his track
doesn't-
record's off the charts. Yeah.
All right.
Is he the GOAT?
He's one. He's
Is
one or
Tepper the
two.
GOAT?
One or two in my book. Top 2. Okay, can we do recess quick because we got stuff
quick
moving
recess.
out.
We gotta hop.
Quick recess. Did you hear that, guys?
Hey.
Come on, get on it.
Tomorrow night, college game day in Miami. Miami versus Florida. Saturday night, in-state rivalry. This tailgate is going to be, people are going to die. People are going to die in this tailgate. There are going to be DJs everywhere, stripper poles all over the place. It is going to be bananas. I am not exaggerating at all. And I think Miami wins by 4 touchdowns. And also, I am going to have a TV on wheels, and I'm going to take the TV outside and put it by the fire, and I'm going to sit down and watch the game outside tomorrow night by the fire.
Sick.
Bottle of Barolo.
Yeah.
You know, got the fire, got the TV on the outside, out in the woods. What do you think?
But I think you should drink beers for football.
I don't drink beers.
Or whiskey.
I don't drink beers, and I'm not drinking a lot of hard alcohol either. I'm not drinking a lot of hard alcohol.
Okay.
I did the other night when we were out, but that's when I'm out. I'm not at a bar. I'll have whiskey, but I'm not going to drink whiskey at home.
No, I'm with you, dude. Biggest game for the Canes in 20 years. You really think that?
No.
Okay. People are saying it's a huge game. They haven't had
Well, it
games
is a huge game, but we're going to whip their ass. It's not like, oh, wow, if Miami wins,
Right,
that'd
right,
be
okay.
incredible. It's like when Miami wins, now they got to worry about the week after that. Like, it's just another week for Miami. Is it the biggest game in 20 years? No. But they are the best that they've been in 20 years. That I think.
I may or may not be going. Check this out.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Nice.
So that's the boys at the 2007 Wachovia Championship Pro-Am.
I like how you call
Hall-
Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan the boys, like they're your old friends.
I got both
Oh,
of
it's
my
just the
guys.
boys walking down the fairway.
Both of my special guys in one shot. I mean, I couldn't leave it there. They always have, the same stuff at these collectible stores, and I thought that one was unique, so I got really excited about it. These are really my 2 favorite athletes of all time, along with Kobe Bryant. So I got
Michael
pretty
Jordan and Tiger Woods, your 2 favorite athletes of all time.
Has anybody dominated their own sport in the way that Jordan or Woods really did?
No.
Right? Like, these are the guys. These are the best ever. Let's be honest.
My recess is also sports themed. I didn't mention it, but on the show I forgot because we were out. But on last Saturday, I went to see the Savannah Bananas, and I cannot recommend it enough. It's not a baseball game. It is a dance party disguised as a baseball game. The music plays non-stop.
How long is it? It's the normal time. Like,
there is a running clock. There is a running clock. The clock starts at 2 hours and counts down. And the game I was at went to extras, so it went a little bit longer. But theoretically, it should end when the clock gets to 0, right?
Really?
It's super, super fun. If there was a lot of kids there, if you have kids between the ages, basically over the age of like 4, they'll love it. There's so many interactive games going on in the stands beforehand, during the game itself, in between innings. It was awesome. It was it's a show.
Right.
Is what it is.
JC,
So much
aren't you
fun.
trying to go to one too?
So much fun.
I would
So
check
much
this.
fun.
Yeah.
I need to go.
Okay, we're out of here.
That's cool
Thank you
stuff.
guys for watching. Drop us a like, subscribe. Links in description to Alfonso's email, Strazza's email, Louie's email, Sean's email. All those links are in there. And we'll see you on Monday. All right. So have a great weekend. Go make some money.
YOLO
And-
responsibly. Let's go Canes.
Good
Go
golf
Canes.
weather out in Florida today.
We got some Canes over here.
Winning
Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs.